Yesterday, or last weekend, a woman was stabbed or slashed in the face in Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park. Apparently she was an ex-Muslim, an evangelical Christian. And this morning, Anne-Marie, I didn't know anything about it. And this morning, Anne-Marie Waters made a short video about it.
Good morning. I have just arrived in London after several hours driving through the night. This is my first time driving in London, which I have to say has been a great experience. Just to let you know that today I am going to go to Speaker's Corner. As you know, a Christian wearing a Charlie Hebdo t-shirt was attacked with a knife there last weekend. And this weekend we're going to go and make a little statement for freedom of speech. And to remind people what many people have been saying all along, that we don't have freedom of speech, and for many reasons, and one of them is Islam. And we know what happened to the people at Charlie Hebdo in Paris. And we know that that threat hangs over every one of us if we dare to say anything. And it's not just the threat of violence. Again, as you know, if you speak up...
Now, if you go on to the For Britain YouTube channel, or you just put in Anne-Marie Waters on YouTube, you can see the rest of that video. And apparently this morning, she is, or this afternoon, she's going to be down at Speaker's Corner. It's going to be recorded to make some sort of protest. It's going to be recorded, and she'll be putting it up on the For Britain website or YouTube channel or her own. Anyhow, you can follow that up yourself. Now, as I say, I didn't know anything about this, but having a protest is really pointless. Well, I suppose it'll have to rally the troops in a way. You know, it keeps the members entertained or occupied. But at a practical level, I mean, a protest isn't going to do any good. It's pointless. And the position now in Britain with free speech is that all policing is predicated on the idea that diversity comes first. This is actually the law in Britain now. You know, British policemen are obliged by law to take into account the ethnicity, sexuality, etc. of members of the public when they are dealing with them. There is now literally, and the instruction to the police is that they're there to uphold and promote diversity. And they have to keep this in mind in the course of their policing. So there is no... Now, they'll probably catch this guy who knifed this woman. They'll probably catch him, give him a slap on the wrist. But in practical terms now in Britain, there is no free speech. You know, Hyde Park Corner was the last place, the last bastion of free speech. But even there now, if you wear a Charlie Hebdo t-shirt, you're taking your life in your hands. And if you do end up engaging with the police on some issue of free speech, then the police are obliged by law. Let's say if you're white, working class, they're obliged by law to take that into consideration. In a negative way, of course. The assumption being that you're a racist if you come into conflict with, I don't know, Muslims or immigrants or whatever. Anyhow, I'm waffling. I always end up waffling. I'm fine until I switch on a camera, and then I find myself. But anyhow, now I will watch this video. Now, I don't know when Anne-Marie will be putting up this video. She might put it up tonight. Or if not, then probably by tomorrow. And I'll watch it. But ultimately, it's entertainment. And I like YouTube videos, and I like watching videos of Anne-Marie Waters and the For Britain Party and all of that. But it is purely entertainment. And, you know, I think I'm a huge admirer of Anne-Marie Waters. I think she's a great woman, and I think the For Britain Party is the only party that offers any hope in Britain. But I think, you know, I think this time has come when Anne-Marie has to come out and she has to start telling people, look, you know, if the tide turns, we'll hold you to account. You know, if the tide turns, if we ever get into power, we will be arresting you. We'll be arresting the people behind this. Yeah, I think the time has come for plain speaking. Now, Anne-Marie Waters can be very, very plain speaking. She's been very explicit, and but the reality is that just about everything she says now could get her arrested. And if she was arrested tomorrow for hate speech, there would be no problem in the police charging her with 100 offences, because almost everything she says now is hate speech. But here I am waffling as usual, going off the point. But as I say, I watch these videos of Anne-Marie and I will be entertained by it. But that's not an appropriate response to what's happening in Britain. I think Anne-Marie needs to start telling people that this is war. You know, this is war. This is a new type of dictatorship. This is a new fascism, and that people have to start preparing themselves to fight against it. And I think the time has come when the police, the teaching profession, all people in authority, the media, etc. I think the time has come that those people have to be told that if the tide turns, and it might, we don't know what could happen, but if the tide were to turn, these people should be told that they will be held to account. But that's about it.